Sorry, Minnie, I just pressed record now. But we're talking about systems. So we've all established that we don't know, some of us don't know what the systems are, where they are, what they are, and yeah, okay. So duplication in terms of systems is easy and important, and it works, okay? So every big team within Isogenics has a system for 4 things, and I'm going to go through them with you. Some of them are maybe just one of the subjects, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to share my screen. See, this will show you that I don't even know where they are. I'll have to go hunting for them too, but I have them in hard copy anyway. Shake it off. Amber, if you didn't see in the leaders go first, shake it off leaders chat. My sister Sarah had twins yesterday, Amber, in Dubai. All is well. 2 girls, birthed them naturally, came out 10 minutes apart, breastfeeding well. And guys, Amber knows my sister really well. So fucking cool. So she is beaming but petrified at the same time, as I would imagine. Okay, systems. They would be in
I literally couldn't stop staring at their wee faces.
I know, nuts.
And I think you'd find them if you scroll up.
Units?
I don't even think under units, try under files.
Files.
I think I popped them in there. Is it the 3-step system? That's the one I think that you guys made.
Yep, this is it. So once we learned this, so us, when did we first learn it? About the importance of systems and what they actually are.
Was it when you were down in Queenstown?
Yes, thank you. So we all got together, us leaders in Team Kick-Ass. So Amanda Fraser-Jones, Laura Cook, Gabby, Zola, myself, all got together and we were like, let's do them. Let's make this work. This sounds exciting. Anna Richards presented to us what systems are at this event and we were like, this is incredible. And then Laura Cook dropped off being part of it. Gabby was like, you guys do it, I'm not doing it. And it just kind of faded off. And I'm not bragging here, but the only 2 people that have found the value in this and have actually made it work is Zola and I. Actually, her more than me. She's like, we've got to get systems. We've got to get systems. So her and I have got together recently and said, look, let's make sure that they work. People know about them. People get educated about them and run it through our team. And so we're just going to do it ourselves and not worry about the rest of the leaders in Team Kick-Ass and wait for them, okay? So then we went to another 2 events and all we heard again and again and again was about systems. So it's setting your team up for success, okay? So have you guys got a pen and paper with you? I want you guys to see this. I want you on your piece of paper to draw an upside down triangle like that. Maybe I will stop share like that. Okay, and then in that triangle, do 3 lines like that. Okay, in the top part of this triangle, I don't know if you've seen this before, Amy, do a whole lot of dots. Okay, this top section of your triangle is called conversations. Whatever number you put in there is out, like that's to your goal, right? So if you want 100 enrollments, you need to talk to 1,000 people, okay? And a conversation isn't, hi, how are you? How's your day going as somebody's packing your groceries at New World? Oh, cool. That's good, Amy, because now I sound more intelligent that you haven't seen this already. So these are the conversations here, okay? So these are the conversations where you're talking to people that you find and you're putting them into your network in terms of getting them on Facebook. You're expanding your team, your market all the time. People starting to learn what you do. Maybe you've got an offer for them. Maybe they want the morning ritual pack, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so these are the conversations. Out of those conversations, we all know that while we're starting out and we're still learning, we might be a bit shit, but we're going to get better. But while we're shit, it's going to be 1 in 10 that is going to say yes. Okay, so out of 1,000 conversations, okay, 100 customers get created. Okay, so that's 100 customers in the next part. And out of those 100 customers, statistically, how much is it? 5? 5 become product sharers. Or maybe it's 10. I can't remember. And maybe, if you're lucky, statistically, 2 of those 5 will become business builders. So a product sharer is a manager. You share, they share, okay? That's a person that's just getting their products paid for, kind of floating along kind of thing, okay?
Put it just a little bit
You mean
closer.
consultant?
Nah,
Consultant?
well, it's a grey area. What?
Don't you mean a consultant, not a manager?
No.
Oh, completing you share, they share. Duh, don't worry. On my own planet, don't worry.
Yeah? All good. AJ, you're leaning in.
I just said put it a little bit closer because it's just a bright white light, not actually, and up higher. Bit more. Higher.
So it's just an upside down triangle. So this is your funnel.
No, it was just, yeah, the last two bits. I've got the 5 product users and then the bottom one.
Is a 2. Those are your business builders.
Business
You
builders.
get 2 people down here, you're doing all right. 1 on the left,
Yeah.
1 on the right, okay? So these systems that we have, Zola and I had a big a group meeting today, her and I, and we've pulled together all this brainstorming and we're coming together again because to have this business model, we need systems. We need a system on how to create conversations. We need a system on how to give great customer service, that your customers have a great time, they stay, they want to buy more, blah, blah, blah. We need a system to say, hey, do you want to get your products paid for? And what does that look like? And we need to have a system that says something like, okay, do you want to build? What does that look like? And a system that Tracy can follow for her team once she gets her 1,100 clients. Nicole can have the system, Susan, and it's easy, it's simple language, anyone can pass it through, and we're going to create this and then we're going to do some training on it. So if you guys have a look at those systems that are up there now, they're good, they're great, but they're going to get better. So system 1 is creating 100 customers, okay? So we've learned, and Amy and I are learning, that within, you need to have 4 lead generation sources. What that means is you need to market out or talk to people or find people to talk to or enroll people or have more conversations, 2 offline generation sources and 2 online generation sources. So we're going to have a system for that. So for example, these Wellness Wednesdays that I'm having at my house, that's 1 offline lead generation source. So I'm bringing people to my home. I'm just hanging out. I'm trying to be a cool person that they want to get to know me more. And I may or may not have a solution to their apparent reason to get healthier. Okay. I have no intention to enroll them. They have no expectation that while they come to my house, I'm going to sell them stuff, because that's just icky, and that's like, there's no expectation there. The great thing about having no expectation on enrolling these people is that I don't get disappointed when they say no. Okay, so that's 1 lead generation that's coming into my house every Wednesday, where people just get to know Anna, maybe we vibe, maybe we don't. Okay. So,
Tomorrow.
pardon?
What's on tomorrow at your house?
Tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, subject to declutter your environment. And I'm actually having a friend come in. I met her at a meetup group, actually, and we've hit it off. Her name's Kratara. And I was like, what do you do? She was like, oh, I have a decluttering business. I help women. Help people organize their homes and declutter their environment to help clear their minds and have more health, you know, with your environment. We get taught that all the time, right? Like your environment is your, like, so I was like, come to my house and teach me shit and I'll feed you wine. So she's
my God, I'm so coming. That's what I want to do with my life. I said to Dean, I could be like a declutter expert. And I started looking at it and I just thought it was a joke, but
no. So if that excites you, then do that. That's a great lead generation source, right? You can have that as your market. People can you can put tips out there. This is how you organize your junk drawer, like all that stuff. And people will start watching Nicole's posts and watching Nicole's lives on how she sorted out her linen cupboard and how to fold a fitted sheet. All like extremely exciting stuff.
I hate fitted sheets. Nah, it's not a vein of mine.
I don't have a linen cupboard, but I get where you're going.
And so then people are going to watch you. And if you bring value, stand out, you're going to have more conversations and more people are going to be watching you, right? You're not selling isogenics. You're not selling anything. But people are going to be like, Nicole, she's cool. And she's actually really funny. Bit quirky, but I like her vibe, you know? And so that's what it's about. AJ, she might be into like paintballing or something, and so all she talks about is paintballing, and she gets people together and she's like, let's paintball with glitter balls or something, like just bringing people in with what you've got to offer. Don't have it as isogenics, but you're bringing in more, growing your network. Okay, so that is an offline lead generation source. Tick. The other one is just every day, the people that you meet, the person that is packing your groceries, the chick down at the playground that is just got her head in her hands and her kids on the swing going, Mom! Like, just open your eyes, lift your head up and look around you. Okay, so that's 2 offline lead generation sources. The other 2 are online. So one of them is marketing, where you have your own business page and you boost posts by marketing. You can throw a lot of money at that. Let's not do that just yet until we've made a lot of money. And the other one is direct messaging. So when you, instead of messaging going, hey Tracy, do you have any interest in weight loss? Because I've got a really great offer I think you'd be interested in. But you haven't spoken to Tracy in about 8 months. Kind of weird. Or 8 years. Kind of weird. But you have a conversation with Tracy, get to know her a little bit, and then maybe go, hey Tracy, I have this health business at home and we're doing a new trial next month on this new pack called the Morning Ritual Pack. Do you know of anybody if you know of anybody that needs a convenient nutritional meal in the morning because they're surviving on coffee and toast and just want to shift 5 kilos, can you keep me in mind? I hope you will. That feels a little bit more nicer, less like, do you want my shit? And they're not feeling like you're selling to them, you're just asking for a favor. So that's online. And the other option is bringing value on, like your own business page. So I'm working on my Sleep Serenity business page, and just bringing value to my page. Okay, so we're going to have a system on how to find your uniqueness. Oh, Tracy, you got your finger up?
I got a question.
Okay.
Is your business page you're working on, is that separate from your Facebook page?
Yes.
So all the stuff that you put in your Facebook page currently, all your like awesome sleep posts, will you then start doing that just in your business page or both?
Both. But I think my business page will be a lot more direct.
So who are you going to put in your business page? People who contact you who want better sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they see what you're posting on your personal Facebook and they're like, hey, this is a bit of me, would you then flick them across into your business page?
Well, no, that's just nah. If they want a bit of me, and they've come from my general page, then that's totally fine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still figuring that out.
No, it's cool. I like it.
But if you see here, like, Brooke Nielsen, right? This is her. She's not too. She does her own business stuff on her personal page, but she throws in a bit of herself as well, like her kids' holidays, and then she'll throw in a bit of curiosity posts about what she does. Doesn't have isogenics written all over her thing, but her market is nurses that are on shift work that need energy. So I help shift working nurses. So then she's also the owner and co-founder, owner and founder of the Nourish Nurse. And so people that stalk her can go on to Nourish Nurse and get a lot more clarity on what it is that she actually does.
Right. Speak of
it.
Theodore Jelly. I will hopefully be back soon.
Oh, good. So, yes, so that's what that system will have in it. But of course, it's going to be simple language, not too overwhelming. Anyone can do it. Language for an 8-year-old kind of thing. Okay? And have some examples in there, etc. And then we're even going to have like a few examples on how you can like what your day looks like, and know that you can build this in 2 hours a day, because we know that nearly everyone that starts in network marketing side hustle is actually working full time. A lot of them are mums, all that kind of stuff. So we know this isn't a full time thing for people. So the next system, see you, good luck, will be customer experience system. So that is actually pretty good in our systems that we've already got. We are very happy with it. Where is it? Yeah. Sharing isogenics. Where is it? Oh, my computer is overheating files. And so there's the tips for success poster. This is what you can print out, send to somebody to put up on their fridge. So this is done by Zola. There is where is it? Sharing isogenics, how to find your first team members, how to enroll your team members, how to support your new team system 2. System 1, sharing isogenics, system 2. Oh, okay. So the system 2 is how to support your new team members. So welcome them to the page, sending them a welcome gift. See, we've taken that out. What a welcome call looks like, what to do in the welcome call, when to contact them about their first 30 days, a support post if you wanted to support them on Facebook, if they're open to it, all this kind of stuff, Eyes of Body challenge completion, etc. So we're pretty happy with our how to look after your customers system. But one thing that Zola mentioned on this call today was that she finds we really need to look after our customers more in terms, you know how we always it gets drummed into us, meet people where they're at. She believes that we're not doing that enough. So what she spoke about, what she does with her people, and I found it so valuable and she taught me a lot, was that she really gets to know them on everything in their lives, how they manage their day, what exercise they do, what are they actually looking for, blah, blah, blah. So she's actually she's training for this Ironman at the moment, and she got contacted by this lady on Instagram saying, hey, I was wondering if you can have a talk to my son. He's been through an awful divorce and he is training for an Ironman and he wants to lose weight and he can't. Can you please help him? And Zola was like, well, does he want to be helped? Like, who is he? Like, she's like, oh, no, he's really open for a conversation. So Zola contacted him. She said, hey, I'm available at 2:00 tomorrow in Rotorua because that's where the Ironman training is. Do you want to meet up for an hour? So they met at a coffee shop and he told her what was going on. And he said, ever since the divorce, I am constantly feeling sick. I can't hold anything down. I go do my Ironman training and I have diarrhea after every training event. I'm doing this, and this. And once she really actually got to know his full picture, she understood his situation. And she said, okay, I don't think I personally, what I think is happening is that you're so maxed out on stress that it's ruining your gut and your gut lining, your gut health. You've got, I believe, in my professional opinion, you've got a leaky gut. And she said, I want you to be taking Cleanse for Life. She said, don't cleanse, but take Cleanse for Life every day to get some good gut health going on. I want you to take Ionics twice a day for stress. She said, well, you're training, take Hydrate. And she just sold him little individual items. She made up a pack for him. She said, but if that person had just messaged me on Instagram saying, hey, my son wants to lose 5 kilos, what can I do? She said, anyone would have just sold him a premium pack or a 30-day cleanse pack. But she said, but he wouldn't have actually been served the best service. And so she's really catching up with this guy, making sure he's doing it. And she genuinely cares about his experience. And she showed me the sheet of all these questions that she asks him, asks all her people that she starts talking to. And I'm like, look, Zola, this is incredible. We need this. So what her and I are going to do is, she's like, how do we teach this though? And so she's going to consult me. And we're going to record it and she's going to go through all the questions and really show us what she does in terms of really listening to people and making sure we're doing them the best service. And she said, I wasn't chasing the PIB, even though the premium pack comes with a PIB of $100. The great thing about this is that he feels listened to and heard, that he's going to stay as a customer. Or is it someone that's like, oh, do this and I'll check up on you on day 9, 3 and whatever. They're, they may have a great experience and love it, but it just doesn't fit right that we may not be doing enough for people. So I thought that was really, really valuable. So she's going to add that. We're going to do a recording next week on Wednesday, and she's going to consult me. And I have to write down all the things I eat and stuff, because I'm not a great eater, not like Zola. She's hard out. If you saw her on the call last night, what she does for her training and stuff. And she knows the isogenic system inside out, being such a professional. So yeah, she's going to consult me and she's going to give us, because I think that's the only way I really learn is actually by watching it happen. And, yeah, instead of having it written down and go, well, what does that really look like? So that's going to get added into system 2, customer experience system. System 3 is, okay, AJ, you've had a fantastic experience with Isogenics. I know that you're feeling so much lighter and you've got like stupid amounts of energy that you're doing lives of you just dancing on Facebook. How about, would you like to get your next pack paid for? How does that sound? Oh, no, don't want anything to do with that stuff. Sweet. Leave it there. Look after AJ. Make sure she's always, send her the promotions for the seasonal shake that are coming out, and just be a good customer servicer and look after AJ. But then you meet Tracy and she was like, oh my God, yes, I need these products paid for. Gimme. Then you have a system set out for Tracy on what she needs to do on how to get her products paid for. And we are creating that, and it's damn cool. And then Tracy gets her products paid for and she's just happy, and she's enrolled 10 people and everything's wonderful. And then you meet Amber and she's like, oh no, I don't want my products paid for. I want $1,000 a week. That's what I want. So that's what system 4 looks like. What does that really look like for Amber, and we don't just find Amber and go, okay, Amber, do you want to do the business? Yep, sweet. This is what you do. We need to know why you want it. How much money do you want a week? Why do you want that much money a week? And what does that actually look like in terms of numbers, enrollments, getting people paid, blah, 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 blah. So like if Amber wants $500 a week, residually solid, or $500 to $1,000 a week, she needs to get to 2-star. And so what does that look like for Amber? So that's system 4. So at the moment, Zola is training for this Ironman. She's got one on the 7th and then one in January. Nuts. But I'm going to nag her and she's going to nag me, and we're going to bring this together, and then I will be bringing it to you guys and seeing who wants to be the guinea pigs on the training and see how it goes and how it flows, and you guys can bring in your teams and go, and whatever system is right for your particular customers, and get this ball rolling.
Awesome. You guys are amazing.
Well, it's going to take a lot of work, but fortunately we've already done a lot of work. And the other thing is, some might say it's cheating, but I say it's leveraging. We're pulling in, we've got other people's systems. So we've got Alan Hilsinger's system, we've got Anna Richards' system, and we've got Jen Schultz's system.
And so you're just doing like a mashup?
A lot of them are the same.
Yeah. What's the same, really, isn't it?
In actual fact, Anna Richards and Alan Hilsinger are in Jen Schultz's team. Now that I think about it, but we've got their systems.
Sweet. Yeah, I think this is.
I know you've got a 3-star and a 1-star doing these systems, and we're not big cheeses, but trust me, we're stealing from the Swiss gourmet French cheeses.
Anna, you're our big cheese.
I'm just a little Colby, a slice of Colby.
Colby's my favourite.
Whatever, you're smoked.
I hate smoked cheese. Maybe a bit of cheddar. That's better.
Old aged cheese.
Aged cheddar. Glass of Pinot. Bottom shelf. Yes. So what do you think? How are you feeling? Does this sound weird? Does it sound cool? And tell me, how have you gone from last week with the morning ritual pack? AJ, did you watch the video? Because you weren't on last week, I believe.
No.
You haven't watched it?
No, can you send me the direct links for the recording of it?
Ah. I thought I had. I'm sorry.
No, you and I talked about it on Sunday, but I don't think I've had the direct link.
Oh. Yes, 100%. I sent them to Minnie. Or did I? Who did I send them to? Oh, Lisa Cardwell. Just see you, hun. So make sure when you're finished watching it, AJ, message me,
Mm-hmm.
and I will send you the next part.
Okay.
And do it at home when the kids are in bed and you've got full focus and take it all in, and you've got a pen and paper in front of you. We all found it really exciting. And has anyone done anything with it? It's okay if you say no. No.
I stopped thinking about it, but I just need to put it into action and just go back to people and be like, because I just want to be like, the way I was doing it before didn't really feel right, and I feel like that's what's like really stopped me, and this just feels so much nicer. But it's just that like barrier of going back and talking to people, even though you feel good about it, but just like reapproaching them.
So how does this sound? I made this up. It was similar to what I shared to you guys about direct messaging. Here it is. So Potter's auntie came to me. She's like, hey, Anne, I need to lose some weight. Let's talk. So I got her on the phone months and months ago, like the start of the year, maybe even last year. And I told her the prices, and she had a heart attack and hasn't talked to me since. And I said, well, it's food, Edie, and we don't have to start there. Like, that's one of the packs, but we can go smaller. So, but she kind of shut off from there, and that's totally cool. But now I can talk to her about this one. So, I said, hey, Edie, what? Cats. Mysterious creatures, aren't they? I said, hey, Edie, I hope you're well, blah, blah, all that stuff. And I said, look, I don't know if you're still wanting to shift some weight. It's totally fine. But if you're up for it, there's actually a new pack that I think might interest you, and it's $260 for a month. So you could get the same results for a third of the price. Would you be open to having a look at that? And I sent out some direct messages today saying, so Tasha, this chick that we've just connected on Facebook because she came to my house and bought, so I gave her something from Marketplace, and we just chatted at the door, and she's a young mum. She's got a little Indian baby because she married an Indian man, and we've ran into each other a few times, and I was like, hey girl, my nutrition biz is running a test program next month on a new pack, so I'm looking for people that want convenient nutrition, lasting energy throughout the day, and a clear head to help them sleep well. If you know of anyone who wants this, would you mind hooking them up with them? And then I've added a bit of something else by saying, look, this pack is $260 and lasts 1 month. I know cost is a common question and a fair one as well, especially for mums. So I just want to be transparent. Thanks so much. And she was like, yeah, cool. I'll let you know if I know of anyone who might be interested. And then we've had another chat about her little cute Indian boy, and it's been nice. It's just like good. So yeah.
They both sound cool. Is there any way I know I shouldn't copy and paste, but
Yeah.
if you could send them to us so we can copy and paste?
Yeah. Well, hey, that's exactly fine because I copied and pasted it, but like I'm not copying and pasting. You're making your own twist on it, right?
Absolutely.
I got it off Brooke. Brooke put it on that's how you learn, because otherwise you're like, well, I don't know what to do. But then I added my own stuff to it because she didn't talk about the morning pack. She didn't talk about prices, but I always like to be like, this is the price, because that's my first ever question. Well, how much is it?
Yeah.
So if I put that in, I'll put that in now.
Thank you.
So, Anna, when you are talking to people about this morning ritual pack, have you done up like a thing that says like a little graphic of what's in it, or are you just telling people what's in it if they are going to ask you?
I suppose I would just send them the video.
Which video? The one that
That Dommy made.
Dommy did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I started watching her presentation and then I was at work, so I haven't watched the end of it. But
I like it.
it looked quite nice. Yeah.
Like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. I actually have had this chick. She didn't know I would do isogenic. She does now. Send me. She was talking to me about joining her, getting into Arborn. And she was like, would you be open to checking it out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because I genuinely don't know anything about Arborn. I'm not going to do Arborn, but I don't know anything about it. I have to tell you this. It's so funny. So she sent me this video. She didn't know what I'd be interested in. She didn't ask me anything about whether I would be interested in having a nutritional breakfast, because I know they do shakes, or if I want a new cleaning, like skincare range, or I want money. But she sent me a video on the business. It was half an hour long and I was bored out of my brain. But then I'm not the right customer, so maybe if I was the right customer I'd be interested. But it was so long and way over my head as a newbie. I didn't understand it. So the great thing about Dommies is it's short, sharp and shiny, and it doesn't take too much of people's time. This Arborn video, now that I'm educated and I know about network marketing, was hilarious. Like, it just showed you how much we're doing wrong. She said something like, there's no startup cost in this business. You don't have to pay for anything to get started because it's a consumable product and everybody uses not cosmetics, but personal care products. Everyone brushes their teeth and everybody uses body wash. So you're going to use that money anyway. So like a pack is like $500 to $700. And that's money you're spending anyway a month on products. I was like,
was it so her doing it?
It was a presentation video.
Yeah,
I've just had a cousin sign up to it.
I'm not dissing Arborn.
But I'm interested to know. She's known that I've been doing it for a little while, and I'd contacted her, so I'm interested to know what it is what they've provided her.
Yeah. Well, that's a different market. Arborn's very different from isogenics.
Yeah.
But it was just like I said, I'm a Dove soap girl. There's no way I spend $500, $600 a month on deodorant and personal care. And then she was talking about how at a certain rank you get a Mercedes. And I was like, okay, but what happens when your business, like, you go back a little bit? What happens to that Mercedes? So it doesn't give you the full picture, and that's what irks me, is that nobody's really being really honest here and telling you the full picture. And it's the same with income posts. I, hand on heart, have been guilty of doing income posts, but now that I'm learning more, I know that they're not a good thing to do. If you do I've had actually a chat with Gabby, because she asked me to do some income posts recently, and I said no, I don't like them. They don't feel good. And she was like, why? This is my personal opinion, okay? So none of this is something that you guys take on. You just do what fits with you. If you want to do income posts and inspire people, that's all good. But this is my my opinion of now that I've learned more. Is I always felt funny about them. But then I suppose I'm more confident now. But I said, but it's not true. Income posts aren't true. And she's like, how? How are they not true? And I said, well, you don't take into account the GST. It's before tax. You haven't shown that how much time you've put into your business to earn that much money. You haven't shown us how much you've invested into your business to get that money. I know what you've done, but the person that you're trying to approach is somebody that doesn't know anything, and it's a false representation. And I said, when I got into isogenics, I didn't realize how much it took, and I was deflated when I actually had, it wasn't until my first event and I had a nice chat to Amanda Fraser-Jones in the living room of this place we were staying at, and I really learned about the power of investment. And I was like, oh, okay. I came in ignorant, and I'm like, this isn't a quick rich scheme, and people need to know that. And the other thing about income posts is nobody else does them. If your dentist put up a post saying, oh, I made $8,000 this week and I did 28 fillings and got 3 new customers and put on 6 set of braces, man, I made a killing. Would you be like, fuck, I'm not going to that dentist. What a douche. So I don't know. I don't like them, and that's why. And and she said, okay, so should I do an income post minus GST, minus tax, minus investment? Got it. And I'm like, well, I don't know how you're going to measure that, but I think you could do a post about what money has done for you, and that's cool. So today on the Shake It Off page, I did a post about being able to stay at home with my kid because he's sick today. That's what it's been able to do.
Yeah, I had a cool moment the other day and I filled up my tank and it cost me $65 and I was like, huh, that's funny. Like last week. Yeah.
That Isogenics filled your car up this week.
Yeah, and I didn't post about it.
There you go. See, and I remember talking to Lydia and she said, when you told me you were earning $50 a week, my ears pricked up. So it's not the big money that excites people. So if you do a post about how, I mean, I remember how many times have I heard you say that you wish you could never didn't have to watch your bank account every time you pulled into a petrol station and watch those dollars tick up. That's such a good post. Yeah. Anyway, so it was a bit of a rant. So that's systems. I want to get Zola a bit of accountability and go, okay, when are we going to launch these systems? But probably early next year that they'll actually be final and ready to rock and roll. And then we'll tweak them and run them through our team and see how they go. But I think they're exciting, and I think they're very important to pass through and duplicate and help people, because otherwise you join this business and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, right, until the ball starts to roll. And it's hard to know how to look after people too. That's one of my biggest struggles, is being like I'm titled a leader, but I don't feel like one. So this is really going to help us grow as people grow below us. And it's such a good reference. So yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. I've never led anyone. Like, I've never been a leader. In school, it was like, who wants to be a leader? No, not me.
I was
being a leader's lonely.
It can be. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to change my colour.
You want to change your colour?
You just said being a leader's lonely. I'm like, I don't want to be lonely. I'm red, so.
It is exciting though. I'm very lucky that I've got such a good team. I'm so excited for UAA. Did you hear who's joining us?
What, in the house, or
Yeah.
male or female?
Male.
It's Gary.
Gaz is coming. Yes.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so he's booked his flights. Diane took off to the big leadership retreat thing in the Gold Coast today. She thinks she might die, so hope you all say goodbye to her today. It's just what she's doing. I'm so excited to hear.
Why does she think she's going to die?
Oh, she's going to be on a lonely island with David Wood for 3 days, and he's a freaking hooligan.
I thought you were doing that as well, Anna.
No, I was, but I've had a bit of a setback, so I had to.
Bugger.
Yeah, but that's all right.
didn't know that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could have gone too.
Hmm?
You could have gone too.
To the I thought it was like a big
No.
cheese.
No, anyone could have gone. I'd put it out to you guys going, who wants to go? And Diane was like, as reluctantly as she did. Yeah. And so Sandra Nink's going. And I don't know if you know Emma Henry from Christchurch. She's going. And I don't know anyone else from New Zealand.
Shit.
Exciting.
Very, very intense, exciting, mental. It's with Ellen Hilsinger's team, Nicole. So I got invited.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it, but I thought like you had to qualify or like whatever. How?
So then he said to me, look, do you know of anyone else? And I'm like, I'll put it out to the team.
I fully missed that boat. Well, they probably wouldn't have been able to afford to go.
It was $3,000.
Yeah. Go die. She can just learn it all and come back and tell us.
Nah, it's something you wouldn't be able to. It would be a full immersion experience.
Yeah. David, oh my God.
Yeah. Apparently he did it last year with Alan Hilsinger's team, and he put people on an island and they had to find their way back. And
no wonder I think she's gonna die.
Yeah. And they said to him when they were organising this one, the Hilsinger said, oh, should we tell corporate and get corporate to come? And he was like, don't you tell corporate. Like, don't. So corporate don't really know what's happening because corporate will have all these rules about, you know, being PC and being safe. And he's like, nah, I'm going to push these people to the edge. Oh, it makes you feel sick and excited at the same time. All right, team. Well, I'm going to close off. It's 8:55 p.m. Have a lovely evening. 1 hour of learning, 1 hour of action. And what was the other big takeaway this week I learnt? What was it? Something before you consume, Nicole?
Oh, create.
Create before you consume. So
that's what AJ's doing. She's creating. But what is she going to consume?
What is that?
Ooh!
Shh, don't tell him.
No.
Did you see it?
Exciting.
Yeah.
Is that
Well done.
How are you decorating it? What you got going on?
I'm just about to ice it now.
Nice.
Cream